Hi. Last week in Ealing, a rare appearance of London's Mayor Sadiq Khan at a public meeting. Outside, protesters demonstrating against his new U.L.E.Z proposals. Inside the hall, he was heckled, causing him to lose his rag, calling the interrupters and those outside far right. There is some truth that, like the anti-vax, anti-lockdown movement, some of these elements have, in true Stalino-Trotskyite style, infiltrated and manipulated and assumed positions in these movements. But it's too convenient to use this as an excuse to shrug off the real concerns and new currents of opinion. The anti-lockdown movement, with the revelations concerning Matt Hancock and Partygate over the last few days, doesn't look so irrational and paranoid now, does it? A couple of weeks ago, thousands of protesters demonstrating in Oxford against the 15-minute city plan were branded fascist by a handful of stand-up to racism, supplemented by a few ninjas. There is a vast difference between these populist-type movements that I've mentioned and the anti-migrant protests, which really are organised by the far right. It seems that many of those anti-fascists of the anarcho variety now insist that unless you are strenuously anti-TERF, no matter how much you oppose fascism, authoritarianism elsewhere, unless you subscribe to this belief, you yourself are no better than a fascist. What's happened over these past years of irrational social peace and the middle-class dominance of all politics is that the left anarchists have ceded the streets to the populist right, retreating into their own version of bubbleized identity politics while simultaneously alienating just about everybody else who don't adhere to their strict, almost Sharia-like interpretations of political correctness. This has disturbing connotations for the not-too-distant future of looming upheaval when finally the disenfranchised, driven by a lack of representation, inflation, the housing situation, energy crisis, amongst other things, hit the streets in confrontational mood. They certainly won't be organised by the left and will be confused, spontaneous, violent, destructive. Not altogether negative, in fact positive in the eyes of the anarcho-malcontent, against the entire political status quo. They will be condemned as fascist, far right, by the liberal left, probably as they line up with the Liblabcon establishment in absolute horror. Away with identity politics of all shades. Let's have some real rebellion from below. Bye.